box shirt, baby. Why? Because Foxy T is your bestie. Use caution when you sit me. Sorry, now this is coffee though. But good morning, everyone. Hopefully you having a beautiful day. I forgot about the do not disturb. I know better. I know better. But I be rushing, trying to make sure I'm on time. So that I ain't gonna lie, that's what I be missing every time. Okay, but I hope y'all had a wonderful day. Hopefully you had a good Wednesday because Wednesday was just there, right? A good Wednesday. Wednesday was great for you. Was a blessing for you. It definitely was for me. Um, um, the one of the collectives that was here yesterday, that it was her first time coming. Um, she really did bless me, and I am so greatly appreciated. I appreciate her so much. Like she blessed me with $20. I needed it. I ain't even gonna hold you. I needed it. When I said she came in the clutch, she came and she definitely. When I looked after the reading, she definitely did bless me, and I'm so grateful. I just wanted to let her know. Hopefully, she come on here. Let her know that I'm so grateful and thank you so much. God bless her, and y'all, amen. And blessings to everybody. Hey Jamie, hey blessings sis. How you doing? Um, so just got some cleansing going on. I was shocked, like thinking like it's like a little $5 something like that, whatever, because anything helps, short. You don't know, it helps. But what? I was stoked. I was so psyched. I was just I cried because I was like how everything went yesterday. It seemed like it wasn't even. It seemed like something was keeping me from delivering that message so bad. If it wasn't me and my being triggered so easily, or my child laughing loud, or if it wasn't my other phone keep going off, like it was not trying to let me get it. Hey man, like, but I still made it through. Like, so and I'm just so grateful because my job, like I said yesterday, I wouldn't have gotten it if I didn't get my message through. Collective. So I hope everything is with everything that I say. I hope that it resonates with you in some type of way. If it don't, it's okay. But I hope we kind of learn something from it, something. Now I know I started off with my dream, and I seem like I lose y'all every time. Thank you, Jamie. I feel like I lose you every time. I say something about my dream, but I mean I don't really remember this dream too much, but I remember the people that was in it, and all I'm saying is I'm gonna make it short. It was kind of weird. It was kind of weird, collective. It was kind of weird because what happened was my last little situationship, because we ain't gonna say relationship or whatever like that, because he was not committed to me, even though I was committed to him. Okay, so my last little relationship or whatever, that person was in my dream. Like what? Okay, but for some reason we was at this like college like space. Something must have been going on because they had tents everywhere, like they was like camping out or whatever, something like that. I don't know what it's called, but it seemed like they had like a slumber party or something like that of some sort, right? And for some reason, he was there with a young girl, like a young girl. And mind you, and like she just came to college. And mind you, I have a child that's that age, and I'm thinking like, how could you possibly, when we old enough to be their parents, why are you here and with this young girl? But you know, he don't have any kids, so of course, I guess he must ain't feel no weird about about it or whatever like that, but I did. So I don't know, collective, maybe, and it was something else. It was some tiny. I don't know if y'all good with dreams. Let me know. It was some tiny. I want to say puppies or something, right? Little tiny puppies, like they're so little, you gotta be so careful, right? Now, me, I had one, and for some reason, like I had caught one because they was little. I guess they was able for us to take home. I had caught one. It was just like, well, one came to me. It was like a brown one, but it was like a dark brown. It was like a 9 8. It was a little darker brown, like okay, maybe like me brown, and it's fluffy. So I was like, oh, I want this to take home for some reason. It got away from me. So I was like, Dad, I found the puppy again because I'm ready to take it home. And I don't know why we had to put it in this plastic because I was like, they can't breathe, right? And then I kept on, that's what I kept on doing. I kept opening it because I'm like, I don't like seeing them in there like a little package, like they're not real, or but they were supposed to be real or something. So, but we were supposed to put it in there, hurry up, get away from where we was going and take it out and put it somewhere. So, like with us to be able to carry it with us or something. It was something crazy like that. Okay. But like I said, I kept opening mine. So the baby get a little puppy got out. So the puppy got out or whatever. Then it was like a cat that came to me. I said, well, I would rather have a cat. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It went out. And for some reason, my kids was there. I don't know. I was like, I would rather have a cat. But then this little, what is them dogs called? The ones that's on Monopoly. The little dog that's on Monopoly. One of those dogs. It was black and it was one of those dogs. I was like, oh, this is cute. That, remind me of the Monopoly one. Like, okay, all right, I'll probably take this one, right? But when I had it, I took it, and for some reason it wasn't little, like really little like the other ones. They was a little bigger, and I was like, I kind of want mine to be a little smaller, so I know it kind of stay a little smaller or something, right? Or whatever. I wanted from the beginning. That's what I was thinking. Why when the little ex looked at it and he was like, I mean, it's nice or whatever, but then I don't know if he put a mirror up to it, but it was a mirror right there bottom or something. So when I happened to look in the mirror to look back at them to make sure he wasn't doing nothing to the dog or whatever, the dog had a human face of some sort. I was like, oh, oh no, we don't need nothing pretending. Nah, we don't need nothing pretending to be a dog. I'm okay because when I looked in that mirror, you had a human face. Nah, I don't feel good about that. Um, so I ain't pick him. Then I had got then I just say, you know what, I'm just gonna start over. I ain't say nothing about the human face. I kept that to myself. You know what I'm saying? But I just said, oh no, I'm gonna see if I can find the one that I had before. That's how I played it up. But as soon as I went like whatever you do to a dog or whatever, like, cause I'm not a dog girl. I be having cats, so I'm like, whatever you do. So something came out to me. It was y'all. It was like a little fox, a baby fox. I said, oh no, I gotta have this. I gotta have this one. And I was so scared to like put it in a little package. I was like, nah. But then when I was telling them, yeah, I'm gonna take this one, they was like, that don't even look like a dog. I was like, I know, right? They was like, it looked like it's a fox. I'm like, yeah, I feel like it is, but I want a fox so bad, right? But then I wanted it, but I had that feeling of, dang, I don't want it to grow up and turn on me. Like, I don't want it to be dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Because we really not supposed to have them. That's what I was thinking about when I woke up, right? All right, so listen. So listen, I don't know what that was about, collective, but hey, Hey, Sierra, hey. So, I don't know what that was about, collective, but I feel like, um, something could not be what it seems. Somebody could be wearing a mask around you or something, or portraying themselves to be one thing and they really not. Um, so even though we might really, really, really want something, because remember I said I felt like I wanted that box, but I had this feeling like, because I felt the claws, like I looked at the claws, everything was nice and tiny, whatever. I said, but what if I want to get big? I said, but then it should be like used to me by then. And I'm like, for some reason, I it looked like a fox, but then it looked like it could have been like an orange, um, look like a little ginger type wolf for real. And I was like, what if this really a wolf? Like, what if this really a wolf? Like, and it's it's gonna be big, and it's just gonna hurt us, right? Like, oh my goodness. So somebody could be a wolf in sheep's clothing. What? Okay, right. So somebody could be doing that, be that. Right now around you, collective. Like you could be dealing with that and you don't even know. I don't know. I don't know why I had that. First of all, I don't even know why my little X thing was up in there because that's done and over. I didn't even never think about. That's crazy. But them little animals was a little bit significant. I don't know why. All right, so all right, collective. Let's get to it. Let's see if it has some significance, if it's something. I don't know. Like y'all help me out. Like help y'all out at the same time. So you have Harmony Collective. Harmony. Amen. Amen. That's what I'm saying. I'll open myself to the divine being within me. I am an image of God. I am the image of God. Thus, I have the power to bring light into my life. I turn any darkness in me into something beautiful. In the absence of resentment, anger, or doubt, I find harmony. So, collective, you could be. Mm, so, you could be turning your darkness um into something beautiful, into your strengths for real. The reason why I say this, right, and 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 in the absence of resentment or anger or doubt, you find harmony. You possibly need to um let go of all that resentment, the hurt, the doubt or whatever like that. And the reason why I feel like that is because doing that, I know I'm going back to the dream, but it be helping me, y'all. During the dream, right, for real, I tried to be fast with it so I could tell you. But during the dream, right, um, I felt like I was over this man. I felt like I was over him, right? And I felt like, oh, I'm bothered, right? But I was very much bothered that he was talking to that girl. I was very much bothered, and I don't know why. And you could he knew I was bothered, and I knew he was. I know I was bothered. Like I, I was trying to mess up their whole relationship, mess up their little situation, whatever they was doing. I was trying to make his life miserable at that moment, and I don't know why. Like I don't know why I cared so much because it's like I don't, and I don't feel like I do in real life. Like I don't even worry or think about him, but it's like I don't know. I was once I seen him with her, and I don't know if I was more worried about the fact that he was so much older or worried about just him being with somebody else. She was a nice little young little look. She looked a little bit maybe Spanish, a little bit like or something. She looked like she was mixed with something. Like she was black, but she had a little something like, but she really wasn't, you know, all the way black for real. Like she looked very beautiful though, but she just was young, and I don't know if I was like trying to help her out, or was I just trying to mess up the stuff for my own selfish, revengeful type of spirit or something. So collective, you could be feeling a little, you could be seeming like you're in the space of you want to get some revenge with somebody or something, or you feel like you want to get somebody some payback or something like that, or you acting like you're not bothered, but you very much is bothered, collective, and I don't know why, but the card says, in the absence of resentment and anger or doubt, I find harmony. Like, you're not going to be able to find harmony unless you let go of that resentment, that doubt, that anger that you had towards that person, though. That's what I'm feeling. So I don't know if you in that type of space of mind. And you know how I always say, we got to think positively about the things. We got to think positively about the things. Yes, we can think positive about things, but we can't ignore when we have negative feelings about something or negative feelings towards something. We can't just like ignore. We're gonna have to face it and deal with it. So if you are feeling bothered in some type of way, I feel like you have to get down to the bottom of it and see why you're feeling so bothered, and realize that if you don't stop feeling bothered or feeling angry of some sort, like you want to do something or just mess up what get your lick back, you know, that you won't be at peace, you know. So I feel like you need to stop. I think pray, remember who you are. Just ask God for forgiveness. Ask God for forgiveness. Why is it saying like I can't say it? Like, that's not what we're supposed to be asking for. But I was going to say ask God for forgiveness for feeling anger towards that person or feeling any ill will towards that person. That's what I was going to say. I think something is stopping you from getting to that point where you turn it around and don't feel that ill will to that person. I think something wants you to feel that way. Something, blessings. Like, I think something wants you to feel that way. Something wants you to. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. I'm sorry. Dang, like what the hell? Okay, if we take what we heard, I guess it said don't stop. Don't, like, it was that song. So I guess we're not supposed to stop. Like we're some said don't stop. Like, okay. I feel like my thing is I feel like you shouldn't stop with the path that you're trying to go on and you're trying to accomplish. I think that you need to give up that anger, that resentment, or whatever you have for that person. So somebody could get you if you know how you be like, they had me at the I gotta get them back. No, I think somebody did you wrong, or somebody is doing something that make you feel like that you gotta take matters in your own hands at this moment. Don't do it. Don't do it. Or somebody could be, like I said, or They haven't done it yet, and they're going to. So, or they acting one way, but they really another. They could be really a wolf in sheep clothing, for real. You got somebody that's a wolf in sheep clothing. That's how I feel. I don't know what it is, but if you don't get off of the resentment or doubt that you have towards them, or that anger that you got towards them, once you find out that they not who they really are or whatever, you won't be able to find harmony. You won't be able to prosper. That's the only way you're going to find harmony in your life, is if you do like release that and get out of that. What to say? Positive thinking. What? Positive thinking. So it says, my life is full of small patches of light. I direct my thoughts to that which brings me well-being. I place what is weighty for me into the hands of the universe. Little by little, the light awakens in me and I find serenity. You letting go. You letting go what you cannot change or what you don't have control over. You letting it go, and you letting the universe do its work. You staying positive, you having positive thinking. Remember when I said, I always say, stay positive, think positive, whatever like that, but it is telling you to have positive thinking towards this. So even if you are feeling that type of way, I feel like that you do have to keep, or pray and ask for a positive mindset, about the situation. Yeah. 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 Because they possibly could do something very bad that it just, I'm just getting this feeling you really want to do something to this person. You really want to take matters in your own hands at this point. But it's not meant for you to do so. You got to stay positive, because that's just another thing that's trying to take you off of your path to where you're supposed to be at. You get what I'm saying? Some stuff happens just to knock you off your pivot sometimes. The delay, like we said yesterday, delay your message, delay your purpose, delay where you meant to be. You don't want something to permanently delay you. So you will find peace in an awakening, the being within you, if you remain positive, stay on track, and not let those things really bother you as much as you think that they don't. Something might really bother you more than you think, but just work on it. Talk to somebody. Do the work. Do what you gotta do to get back to who you need to be. It say pray for more guidance in the Creator's hands. Okay, thank you, JC. You need her here. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. See, she helped me. Amen, amen. That's what she prayed for, y'all. Pray for, because I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, and pray that the Lord, the Creator, keep their hand on you. Just really like, yeah, like Jamie said, so they can guide you where you need. Like, whoo, yes. I don't know why I'm stopping. I feel like, yo, this person really might have you bothered, collective, and you don't even know why. Well, not really, because you trying to stay positive, think positive about things, but this person might disrupt your spirit for some reason. Them pretending could disrupt your spirit or something. Them pretending to be something that they're not is probably disrupting your spirit. And you possibly want to, I don't know, expose them or something, but it's like, I don't think you have to. I think it's going to happen anyway. You don't need to, I don't think you need to do anything. I think everything's going to work out how it's supposed to work out. You get what I'm saying? And I don't know. Yes. What do you want the collectives to know? Spirit angels, guys, what is you want the collectives to know about this message today? What is it? Y'all, I don't know. What are we getting today? What are we getting today? I need to know about this message. What do we need to know? What is it that the collective needs to know? I'm not really getting nothing. I feel like you just need to stay positive. Something is. I don't know. Hold on. Something is keeping me. Something is keeping me from getting it. Like, I don't know. Because it seems all over the place. It seems like I'm not making sense or something. And I don't know. That's because of space. I don't know what's going on. But I feel a lot of negative, like, I'm not going to say a lot of negative energy, but it's like a heaviness in my chest a little bit. And I don't know why. Like, this person could be causing problems with you and have you in a state of you can't even be able to be, like, have positive thinking because you just having human reaction to it because it's like, why are you doing this? You possibly can't understand it because you're not like that. Yeah. But when we let go of these things, when we let go of the desire for certain people, or like, and the only reason why I said that is because, like, I was bothered for some reason. So I must have still wanted him in a type of way or felt some type of way like I should have him. But why would I want him after I see that he's the type that will go after somebody that's my daughter's age? Like, it just, for some reason, it was still like a competition thing, and I don't know why. Not even a competition thing, but a like, since you messed with my spirit, since you wasted my time, since you try to awaken some love that was in me, and then you had no intentions to do right by it. I don't want to see you in love or happy or whatever like that. But the thing is, we had to understand that maybe it didn't work with us because he needed it not to work with us, and he wasn't for us. You get what I'm saying? Maybe he needed, like, okay. So we could be looking at it like something could be going on where it's looking like, why not me? Why, why her and why not me? That's type of thing or whatever, or, but the thing is, I don't think that who you want is meant for you. And that's why it's not you, because you possibly are in line to get something much more greater than you think than that person is. Like I said, that person is giving, like, I didn't know that about him, that he might like still like college kids or whatever, because that's how I see it. You know what I'm saying? They kids. So maybe it's something is revealing itself to you about the person to furthermore let you know that you shouldn't be with that person. So I don't know if it's a spouse, I don't know if it's a significant other, somebody you may be attracted to or thinking about at the time. I think something is going to be revealed that it will furthermore let you or give you a moment. Like that's another one. You see, that's why we said no. That's why we didn't let it work, because it's not for you. You ain't really know that about that person. It didn't come out, and honestly, we glad that it came out without you having to be involved. Mm, mm. That's what I'm thinking. So I know I'm all over the place, but hold on, I gotta get it. You understand? So the universe could be revealing to you something that you might didn't even think about a certain person. You might have thought a person was all good or thought highly about you or something like that. And I think it's revealing their true colors. Because if there's something you want to see something that is going to further confirm that that person was not meant for you, didn't care about you, didn't they don't really like you, like in that sense. So it's kind of something that's confirming that you shouldn't let them back, because you know how sometimes we love to be like, oh well, that person wasn't that bad, and kind of let that person back before you let another person back, because you like that person wasn't as bad as that person. That person ain't really do half of the stuff that they, that I've been through. And it's crazy because that same person said that to me once before when I was trying to get away from him, and I was like, you know, nah, I can't, because I gotta keep my self-respect. Like, I gotta keep those boundaries. I gotta be like stern about me and say, hey, if you don't respect me how I want to be respected, you can go, right? And he did have the nerve to say, well, I didn't do you as bad as such and such. I didn't do as much as such and such. And mind you, okay, I seen her. Hold on, keep up with me. Listen, I seen a reel that's on yesterday that says something like, um, when you date a next person, when you dated the next person, when they ask you about your past relationships, lie. Even if it was toxic, it was the worst, it was this and that, lie. Say it was applicable, however you say that word. It y'all was he was a, it was a good person. It just y'all just didn't fit, y'all just wasn't for each other, and y'all both made the conscious decision to separate, period, end of story, that's it. They said to lie. Now, this is the reason why that lady said, oh, hey, Kay, hey, hello, hey, Kay. This is the reason why the lady said lie. She said lie because that person don't need to know what someone done to you, or how much you would take. You get what I'm saying? Or how, low they can bring you by comparing it to the next person. Like you don't want them to feel like that they have like they can treat you bad, but all they gotta do is not treat you as bad as the other person, and they still be good. No, or considered good. That's that's what I'm feeling. So, like I said, a wolf in sheep clothing, where he really is a wolf. He really is bad, but just because he just not as bad to you as the last person, and he only know that because you told him. Mind you, he only know that because you told him. So if I didn't tell him that all the stuff that all these men have put me through, if I didn't tell him, he wouldn't have parted his lips to even say, "Oh, I'm not that bad." He would have took exactly what I was saying when I said no. I'm not being treated like that. I'm not tolerating it. He would have just took it because he didn't have nothing to go off of to be like, I'm gonna head a little quick. He ain't had nothing to go off of to be like, well, you saying you ain't gonna take that from me, but this person did this to you, and that person did that to you. At least I ain't do that. So you telling me you ain't trying to talk to me? He was that type, okay. And I was like, what? I said, this guy, like I couldn't pinpoint it because he had more deep moments and more clarifying moments that just made him seem like he was intelligent, more intelligent than most, right? That it overshadowed his real true being, like his habits or himself or whatever, or his true intentions. Because I wouldn't dare be like, well, at least I ain't bad as the last person you had or whatever like that. No, if I'm bad, I'm bad. Bad is bad. There's no competition on bad. Like how bad somebody is. If you don't want to take no more bad, toxic stuff, you don't have to take no more bad and toxic stuff. You see what I'm saying? And she say you have his little, hey, have his little. We don't supposed to lie. I know. Hold on, wait. The past is over and done with. People have to learn not to lie. We supposed to always speak the God's honest truth. Yes. Not saying. Okay, she said to lie. You understand? She said to lie. I'm saying, listen, no, we're not supposed to lie or whatever like that. We're not supposed to. But at the same time, people lie to us too. You have to understand that people lie to us too. If we don't have the discernment to figure out what is truth and what is a lie, then sometimes we got to protect ourselves. Now, what I suggest is omitting, like just not telling them nothing. You understand? You don't have to tell them nothing about your past relationships. Honestly, I mean, if they want to be like, hey, I want to know everything about you, you have to understand there's people out here that will use your truth and your trials and tribulations against you as a weapon. If you can't understand that that's how they're doing it, right? Then it might be best for you to omit some stuff, like just not give out some stuff. If they don't ask, don't give it. You know what I'm saying? Now, as far as, I'm not just telling you to lie, but I mean, for the most part, you know what I'm talking about. You know I'm trying to tell you to protect yourself regardless of the fact. You get what I'm saying? I'm not telling you to lie to hurt the other person or anything. It's not a malicious type of lie or whatever. But I'm not saying to lie. But I'm saying like I said, she said, even if it is a lie, you know, just tell them that's that, just so they can whatever, because you don't want them to try to do the same goddamn thing. The thing is, they will. Some people are evil, and some people will take exactly what you say and use it against you. I am point blank period the most person that has I don't know if I'm a little bit on a spectrum with autism or not, but I for some reason I can't lie. You get what I'm saying? I cannot lie, right? I'm not good at it. So I tell every goddamn thing. I tell everything, right? And even though I feel good, you know, telling everything and being honest with people, because it helps my soul, it helps my my psyche to just be honest with a person. Because what you gonna do, beat me, you know? But I feel like I'm also the one that has gotten my truth used as a weapon against me. I say, hey, I've been raped by my brother, my oldest brother, my blood goddamn brother. And do you know people would be looking at me like, you probably wanted it. You get what I'm saying? Like, what? Like, I mean, you was with him all that time. Yes, I was with him. I wasn't trying to judge him. You understand? I wasn't trying to judge him, and he didn't go that far before. ever. You know, it was just, he would do creepy stuff. And that's the thing. I wasn't really forthcoming with telling people who he was in that sense. So of course, yes, that did hurt me in the end, because I wasn't just spreading who he was out there, like exposing him, right? But at the same time, when he did what he did, when he drugged me or whatever, and I was passing out, and he finally did what he wanted, I guess wanted to always goddamn do. Um, I told, hey, nah, because you that was wrong, because I told you no. I told you I don't like you in that way. I told you it does not matter that we didn't grow up together. I don't have those feelings for you. Do you know that others don't care? When it comes to men, and I'm not going to say all men, but some evil men, some men, most, and it's a lot more than good. They'll look at you like, I want you. Don't even know if you want them, like them, anything. They just pursue you straight off the break of what they want. The dynamic is so uneven. You have to protect yourself at some cost, or just don't date at all. And that's what I choose to do. I don't talk to nobody. You hear me? I don't talk to nobody. Nobody gonna touch me. Nobody. You want to sit up here and talk about somebody that you're not supposed to lie, or whatever like that. I know you ain't supposed to lie, but sometimes you gotta do what the fuck you gotta do for your safety. You gonna tell somebody they ain't gotta fucking lie. I can tell you ain't never been battered, abused, or whatever like that. You tell one person what somebody did to you, they think they can do the same thing to you because you allowed that from that other person. You think that is not, it's not true, but it's true. Do you hear me? We cannot always be in the light of the Lord all the goddamn time. We can strive to be, but some stuff we gotta protect ourselves at some point. And I'm not saying that you have to sit up there and be revengeful. I'm telling you not to be revengeful to the goddamn person. Yeah. Thank y'all. Have a nice day.